Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at Gideon. Specifically, not the big battle everyone knows, but his very first assignment.
Right, the one found back in Judges chapter 6. It's, well, pretty unexpected.
Exactly. We're digging into the sources to figure out what God insisted on before Gideon even thought about fighting the enemy.
Okay, so context first. Remember the Judges cycle. Israel messes up, usually idolatry.
And then comes the consequence.
Yeah, and here it was bad. Oppression by the Midianites. The text calls them locust swarms. They weren't rulers, they were plunderers.
Just stripping the land bare, leading to severe destitution, as the scripture puts it. Real economic collapse.
Total hardship, which makes God's first move with Gideon so, well, interesting.
Right. The nation's falling apart externally, invaders everywhere, and God's first command is not about fighting.
Nope, not about gathering an army, not about strategy. It seems totally counterintuitive.
So what was the command?
God told Gideon, essentially, clean house first. Destroy the Baal altar belonging to your own father.
Wow. Baal, the main local deity.
And cut down the Asherah pole next to it, the symbol of the female deity. Deal with the internal problem.
Okay, let's pause there. This isn't just changing religions quietly. This is a direct attack on his family's heritage and the town's beliefs.
Oh, absolutely. High provocation. The text is clear. Gideon was terrified. Afraid of his father's household, afraid of the townspeople.
Which explains how he did it.
Exactly. He couldn't do it openly. He waits until night, takes 10 servants he trusts.
Sneaks out, tears down the altar, chops down the pole.
And then, get this, he uses the wood from the Asherah pole, the idol's symbol, as fuel.
Fuel? For what?
To sacrifice a bull, the 7-year-old second bull, on a new altar he builds right there for God.
The boldness. Even doing it secretly, that's still incredibly bold.
It really is. And of course, the next morning,
Yeah.
chaos.
The townspeople see it, they figure out it was Gideon, and they demand his head. Right.
Immediately. They go straight to his father, Joash, and say, bring out your son so we can kill him.
But Joash, this is the twist. He doesn't hand him over.
No. And his defense is just brilliant. Pure, pragmatic logic, almost bizarrely so.
What does he say?
He basically tells the mob, are you going to plead Baal's case? Are you going to save him? If Baal really is a god, Joash argues, let him contend for himself since someone tore down his altar.
Wow. He turns it right back on the idol. If Baal's powerful, let him handle it. Don't put yourselves on the line for a powerless god.
Precisely. It's this fantastic challenge to the idol's impotence.
Yeah.
And it works. It shuts the crowd down.
And that moment changes Gideon's identity too, doesn't it? Yes.
He gets a new name, Jerubbaal, which means something like, let Baal contend with him, or Baal contends.
So connecting the dots here, this act, tearing down the internal idol, and the public demonstration that Baal couldn't react, that was the key.
That was the catalyst. It showed everyone, this guy Gideon, he's backed by the real God, the one with actual power.
It gave him the moral authority, the spiritual credibility he needed before he could lead anyone against Midian.
Exactly. You got to deal with the internal rot before you can face the external enemy. That's the principle.
So bringing that forward, the principle seems pretty clear. Before tackling the big external battles in life, finances, relationships, whatever.
You have to confront the internal idols.
What do those look like today? Our sources suggest anything we trust more than God, more than truth.
Could be wealth. Could be reputation, the fear of what people think. Could be just relying completely on your own plans, your own strength.
Things that, like Baal, ultimately have no power to save or defend you.
Right. They promise security, but can't deliver when things get tough.
So the path to real peace, Gideon actually named his new altar Yahweh Shalom, the Lord is peace. That path starts, well, not with winning against others.
No, it starts with the quiet courage, maybe at night like Gideon, to face the things you prioritize over truth.
A challenging thought then for you, listening. If your life was under siege, what internal altar might you need to tear down first before you could ever hope for real peace?